I am strong. I am a force to be reckoned with. And that is why today, I'll be ranking the outcomes of fights with various streamers. I'll be ranking a mix of larger content creators and friends of mine, and I'll be talking about some of the interactions I've had with some of the larger content creators. So stay tuned for that. Also, let me know in the comments where I'd stand on your fight tier list. As always, statistics, glitches, subscribe, and check out my Twitch, where I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. BST. Enjoy! So first up on the chopping block is the man, the legend, Dream. Now, as much as I'd like to think that it would be a fairly fair fight, you know, I want to put him in coin flip, but I just feel like he's gonna take his mask and do that thing that Sailor Moon does where she takes her tiara and shouts, "Moon Tiara action!" and then just like destroys the shit out of the bad guy. I feel like he would do that tiara frisbee thing with his mask at me. But the thing is, he wouldn't be saying Moon Tiara action, that's just not his brand. He'd be saying, "That's what the mask is!" So for that reason, I'm going to put him in 100% lose every time. Up next, we have my friend Adam, my partner in crime with scamming. I don't want to fight Adam, but I also feel like I shouldn't put everybody in the I'd throw category. I don't really know much about Adam in the sense of how he'd stack in a fight against me. I reckon it would be a coin flip. We're both scammers, so we can both outsmart each other. And at the end of the day, in a test of strength, your brains matter somewhere in it, in scamming abilities. So next we have George Not Found. I don't really need to explain myself, easy win. And now we have I'm Alex. I don't really need to explain myself, easy win. And now we have Memulus. Isn't he like 2'7", 1'8"? Man's is small. I think I'd probably win. I probably have the height advantage. Will Lenny. I feel like he secretly could. He could fight someone. I think I'd be the underdog. I'd be the underdog, but it wouldn't be a guaranteed loss. And now we have James Marriott, who, if you're not aware of who he is, he's a bit of a prefect. And prefect versus public high school, easy win. Now, next we have Jay Schlatt, and in Ludwig's video, that was definitely not something that I'm ripping off right now. He explained it better than I ever could.
Jay Schlatt owns a gun. I don't think he's gonna play fair. I think he's gonna bring the gun.
And for that reason, 100% lose every time. Now, up next, we have Minx. Minx seems like she's a lovely person, but she scares me a little bit. Just a little bit. I feel like if she were to punch me, it would probably knock me out. So 100% lose every time. Now we have the person who made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment, Logan Paul. Now, he has some experience in the ring, which kind of scares me. But at the same time, I am strong and epic and cool and swag, and I get so many bitches that I'd probably win. Please don't take me up on that offer, Logan Paul. Please don't. And up next, we have Mr. Beast, who I think is gonna be the very start of this category. I'd throw. Look at that smile. He's a lovely person. He's like the nicest person on the internet. I can't fight him. I mean, look at him. He probably just gave someone $1,000 while I've been talking about how I would never fight him. He's too good for this world. I'm not going to beat him to a bloody pulp. See, the thing is, I would literally just be like... Okay, so now we have Niki. Same. Can't fight her. She's lovely. She's such a sweet person. I wouldn't fight her. And now we have Sapnap. He could probably win a fight, but I just remembered that time.
Sapnap was like, "No, I have to drive to buy manga." He was driving for 3 goddamn hours.
That's not the behavior of someone who gets into a lot of fights. I would know. I'm gonna put this in a coin flip. I think it's fairly even. Up next, we have some nostalgic childhood favorites. We have Sky Does Minecraft. Now, the thing with Sky is he has the power of butter on his side. So now we have Stampy. And Stampy, I'm also adding to the I'd throw category, because I mean, how could you? Up next, we have Gran, who manages to both be a childhood favorite and a current favorite. I found him when I was in middle school, and I only just recently started watching his Hermitcraft series and Last Life, which I am fucking addicted to. It's such a good series, everyone go watch it. Gran, he's a lovely person. I would love to duel him in Minecraft with like traps and stuff and just like general pranks, but I couldn't fight him. I'd throw, but if we're talking like in Minecraft and it's a outsmarting with traps type of competition, I'd say it's a coin flip. But I'm gonna put him in I'd throw because it's not what this is about. So up next, we have another one that hits the nostalgia for me. We have Quackity. Quackity was the first Twitch streamer I ever watched, and that was when I was a sophomore in high school. How tall is Quackity? Okay, so he's a little bit taller than me, but not by much, so he doesn't really have that much of a height advantage in comparison to some of the other people on this list. As much as I want to put him in the I'd probably win category, I'd honestly probably throw. I look up to him too much. The nostalgia, man. Up next we have Swiggly Swoo, who's a friend of mine. And the thing about Swig is they're a god. He is in fact a god, which is pretty swag. I may be the strongest and most swaggy person alive, but I don't know if I could take on a god. Up next we have Mariska, and absolutely not. I'd throw. I can't fight Mariska. Mariska is the host of a show called Friend or Fame, which is a small streamer platonic version of Lover Host. And I was lucky enough to compete on the very first episode. Go check her out. Go check her out. And up next we have Toasted Jam, who was the contestant on Friends or Fame when I was on it. I think this can honestly go for all of the Friends or Fame people here. I'd throw. Toasted is my friend. Toast duo. You don't fight your friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and just automatically put V, Tyre, and Fern all in the I'd throw category because I just wouldn't fight any of them. They're too lovely. They're all such lovely people. Now we have Corpse Husband. Now, not to flex or anything, the corpse has seen my face. He saw one of my Instagram stories. And for that reason, I would simply lose the fight. He's cool. He writes songs. I don't fucking know what those lyrics are about. Deep, they're meaningful. Up next, we have Filza. Honestly, I need to respect my elders. and I need to throw. Up next, we have Pokimane. I saw her day in the life of a Twitch streamer video. She goes to the gym. That's more than I'll ever do. 100% lose every time. 100% lose every time. She would simply kick my butt, and then I would tier 3 sub to her. Up next, we have Valkyrie. Honestly, same thing. She'd kick my butt, and I'd tier 3 sub to her. And now we have Tall Boy Rambo. So Rambo is, I believe, over a foot taller than me. So for reference, I'm here. He is about up there. So he definitely has the height advantage. But I'm small, and I could probably evade very well. I'm very good at evading. Also, maybe this would not work in his favor, because I am so small that he has to be punching like this. That's difficult. Meanwhile, I can just put my arm out and I trip him. I think I'd win. I may be the shorter one, but I think that I could strategically maneuver my way out of this. I'd probably win. So up next, we have Saikuno. I'd throw immediately. I would throw. I've noticed we have 2 images of Saikuno. Throw again. I'd throw twice. Up next, we have Technoblade. If his PvP in real life is anything like his PvP in Minecraft, 100% would lose every time. I mean, what other option is there? So now we have our last 3. We have Tommy Innit. Man's already killed me before once. On the Innit SMP on the first day, he just decides, oh, I'm gonna teleport her to the nether. And then when I'm in the nether, I successfully evade all of the bastion mobs, because we were right by a bastion, with a epic pile of dirt. And then I try to like bridge over to him. He punches me. It was on half a heart. The thing is, I vow revenge. And I think that that drive would secure the easy win. I'm like the protagonist, you know? I've got that motivation. So next we have Wilbur Soot. I feel like similar to Jay Schlatt bringing other items to fist fights, I think Wilbur would honestly just bonk on the head with the guitar. No more toaster. And our final contestant on this absolute shit show is Tubbo. I think that Tubbo _ I I think it'd be a good match. It would be a coin flip. No way, he likes the explosives, doesn't he? And there you have it. It's not looking good, is it? Alright, I'm going to never piss anyone off again, as I probably would lose most of these fights.